Hi, and welcome to Take a Break, Take a Breath for the Monday after Easter, April 13th. I thought for the early part of this week that we would think about some of the resurrection stories as a setting for our meditation times. Take a break, take a breath is a time for us to stop all of the busyness of the day and to go off to a quiet place and close the door and take a break and breathe in the breath of God. So the first story that I thought we would think about is the story that was read in worship at Prospect yesterday. It is the story of Mary in the garden. I had hoped to be outside, but it's a rainy, ugly day, so that's just not happening. But the story is that Mary went out to the tomb to grieve for Jesus by herself. And when she got there, she saw the stone was rolled away, and so she ran back and she got two of the disciples and they ran to the temple or to the tomb. Funny slip there. Ran to the tomb and in that moment looked in, but they didn't stay. And Mary is again left in the garden all by herself. And she's left there to grieve and wonder now, grief upon grief, that what they've done with Jesus' body. So she stays weeping, and she meets a person that she thinks is the gardener, and it turns out to be Jesus. And he comforts her and gives her a mission. That's the story. I would invite us to get comfortable now. Go to that quiet room in your house if you've not already done so, and close the door and sit down in a chair and feel the weight of your body on that chair. Feel the chair against the back of your legs and the arms, if it has arms, supporting your arms. And close your eyes and take in a deep breath. And as you breathe in the breath of God. And as you breathe out all that separates you from God. Breathe in the breath of life. And breathe out all that does not lead to life. Nice and easy. And imagine the warmth of sunlight that is the presence of God washing over you. And as that warmth comes to different parts of your body, it brings relaxation, and the tensions melt away. So imagine that warmth, the warmth of that sunlight, is falling on your head and your forehead and your face. And as you feel that warmth, all of the tensions that you've been holding in that part of your body melt away. And then the warmth, notice it on your neck. Feel that warmth. And let the tensions in your neck fade away. You are safe and secure in the sunlight of God. You are relaxed and at peace in God's presence. And let that warmth and that sunlight be aware of it hitting your shoulders and your arms and your hands. Open your hands. Turn them to feel the warmth of that sunlight on different parts of your hand. And let all the tensions that you've been holding in your shoulders, in your arms, in your hands melt away. in the warmth of that sunlight. And then notice the warmth of that sunlight as it hits your back and all of your body, all of your torso. And as it does so, notice how the tensions in your back and your torso melt away and the muscles relax. And then notice the warmth of that sunlight hitting your legs, your thighs and your calves and your feet, all the way to your big toe. Notice how the warmth melts away the tensions and the muscles relax. Notice that you are safe and secure in the presence of God's light. And then in your mind's eye, go to a garden where you are alone. Maybe you have a favorite garden, maybe you don't. So you make up one. And there's a place for you to sit. And it's quiet. And you're able to get lost in your thoughts. And then you become aware that someone else is in the garden. You don't recognize them, but they come to you, that person, and engages you in conversation. And as the conversation unfolds, you realize it is the presence of God for you. And so I'm going to be quiet for a few minutes while you have a conversation together. And then the time for the conversation comes to an end, and the two of you say goodbye. And you watch as that person leaves the garden. And then you leave the garden by another way. And you bring yourself back to the room where you are. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Well, let's take a break, take a breath for Monday, April 13th. We'll have a couple more days of looking at resurrection stories, and we invite you each day to take advantage of this opportunity to stop in the middle of the day, to center yourself in God and in God's presence. We hope these have been helpful to you and invite you to send feedback to Rick at Prospect Church.